Yo, what's up, guys? Be More Trades. Back with a YouTube video. I know it's not my normal type of video, obviously, because I'm usually doing trade recaps, but it was a pretty slow day at work today, and so I decided to just do some Grubhub after my shift because I didn't make as much as I usually do. But yeah, I just wanted to, as I was doing DoorDash, I just been thinking about trading and how bad I really wanted to work out, and how that correlates to how much effort I'm putting in. You know what I'm saying? So just to start off, to recap my journey, right? I learned about trading through a friend at college, and he offered to put me on whatever and teach me a little bit, but I never really took him up on the offer because, to most people, before they actually try it, day trading and prop firms and stuff, people don't even know what prop firms are, neither did I. But day trading just sounds like a scam. And before that, when I was a junior in high school, I took 2 months out of my life to learn about options and stuff and try to get into that. And then I realized I didn't have any money, and you kind of need capital to trade, and that's why prop firms are so great. But anyway, the start of summer, after my first year of college, I started learning about trading, right? So this is after I seen this one guy making X amount of money. I was like, okay, you know what? If he can do it and he's in the same position as me, I might as well look into it, right? I wasn't doing anything over the summer except playing my game and going to work, so I was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot, right? So then I started watching the boot camp, as one does when they're starting out trading, and I took 2 months to finish the boot camp, and then I paper traded for a month. And so now by this time it's September, and I got my first eval. So this was a month before my second year of college, and I actually ended up passing my first eval. I don't know how I passed it, to be honest, because I was taking I was taking 15 trades a day, and I passed it pretty quick. I passed it in 2 weeks, quicker than any eval I've passed after that. But I passed my first eval and got my funded account, and this was right when I went back to college. And so I'm trading the funded account, right? Activated, I was all excited. And because I had those bad habits still, boom, I blew it on a red folder news day. Not full porting it, but I lost some money, and now it started crashing out, right? And it didn't click for me then. Obviously I was like, damn, I'm stupid, what the heck? But I still thought I was a good trader. So obviously I bought another eval, started trading it, and in the next couple of weeks or whatever, I blew that one too. And then I bought a third eval, right? And I passed this one pretty good. This was when I started to follow my rules more and actually understand my system and understand risk management a little better. Why are there 2 Krakens in the street, bro? Don't ever move to Rochester, bro. This shit is crazy. But I started following my rules, whatnot, and I passed this one, I'd say pretty good. Better than the first one, at least. And I blew that one even quicker than I blew the second one. I took actually, on this eval, I was up 1,000, and I had my winning days. So I was trading it pretty slow. I was risking $300 per trade, and I had 1,000 account balance. So I could have took a payout for 500, which I wanted to have a $2,000 balance so I could take out 1,000, right? And reinvest that. But I didn't, and instead of taking out that 500, which I regret doing, I wish I just took the smaller payout, so it was more proof of concept, because now I've bought in 2 more accounts past one, and on another 0 activation eval. But now I still don't have a proof of concept, it's kind of still all theory to me because I've never gotten a payout, but I could have. But anyway, I had $1,000 balance, and I don't even think it was a bad trade, but it just didn't go in my direction, right? And I lost like $500, and I'm like, damn, you know what? Fuck it. I need to get this money back, because now it was real money to me, you know. I crashed out. Literally, I texted my homeboy. I was like, yo, I just lost this. He's like, all right, bro, just lock out. I was like, nah, I'm making this shit back. So boom, my full ported account gone, just like that. $200 down the drain, a month's worth of work down the drain, and I literally gained nothing out of it, you know. And after I blew that account, I'm pretty sure I bought an eval that same day, and I had a free reset at the time. Bought that eval, blew it, reset it, and like damn near blew that one. But yeah, I blew that one, whatever, and that was kind of like the eye-opening moment for me. And now I pretty consistently follow my rules. I still struggle with not risking heavy enough on evals, but then again, I also trade Asia sometimes on evals, which once I get on a funded account again, that'll stop. All right, we're gonna move the camera here because it was in the way of my maps. But yeah, so that's my trading journey thus far, and I think I've gotten a lot better at following my rules. I think on just evals, I need to risk a little more and still focus on avoiding bad market conditions, because it's not that I don't really ever take trades that aren't a continuation, right? But it's not always in the most probable conditions, which is the issue for a lot of traders and my issue, because continuations really only work when you have a great draw on liquidity and you're trending towards it, right? So yeah, but I think moving forward, you know, I think I'm just not really like, I really want trading to work bad, but I don't think that my actions are truly reflecting that, you know. I've been getting a lot better at journaling as well. I journal pretty much every single one of my trades, and I've been uploading on YouTube, but not every single one, and that's an issue. I need to be journaling every single one of my trades, because that's how you build your discretion, and that's how you learn from your mistakes, you know. I can't pick and choose which trades I want to journal, because then you're basically, imagine plotting a data set and you're missing 1/3 of the points, you know. Then you don't have a true data set. It's faulty data, right? And collecting data is one of the most important things you can do as a beginner trader, because you can learn from your mistakes and improve, right? And a 1% improvement and you want to see improvement every week, you know, give or take. But oh my, okay, oops. You want to see at least some type of improvement, like month to month, you know. And the only way you're going to do that is by journaling and refining your trading. But yeah, so I think the zero activation account I have right now, I think I'll get a payout on my next accounts. So I don't think I'm going to be, after this eval, I think I will have a payout. And mark my words here, by, I'll say maybe like February, because I'm going to try to trade my funded pretty slow, risking only like maybe 400, 300 per trade. So I have like a 4 trade buffer, you know, before I reach that $2,000 balance. I will have a payout, and it's really, the fact that I don't have a payout right now is really obviously my own fault for being emotional on the charts and having psychology issues, but these are things everybody goes through, and the only way to overcome them is to learn from them, you know. Because I've done the back testing, not as much back testing as I should have, like as a beginner trader, but at this point I've been forward testing continuations for like 4 months, so I get continuations, and back testing, I have a mentor that I've gotten the strategy from and has collected years of data, so I don't really need to back test because I know continuations work. It's just more so what I really want now is just a payout, to not even for the money, obviously for the money because I have bills and I'm in school, so a payout would be a blessing, but it's more so a proof of concept that like this can work out, and as long as I follow my rules, I know I can make it happen, genuinely. And this is coming from somebody who's unprofitable. You know, I have faith in trading because I've seen so many people make it work out, and And everybody has their own issues with trading. It's just about being 1% better every day and just actually doing what you need to do if you actually want to pay out. Because it's one thing to say that, I want to become a profitable trader, and it's another thing having your actions reflect those words. So this video is more so just like a self-documentary, just to like talk to myself and say what I need to get done, and just say my thoughts on trading, identify my issues, and just put it out there so it's known. Not that it's not known, but I think it's good to you need to say these things out loud, because it's one thing to write them down and it's another thing to reflect on it. So that's really all this video is. If anybody has watched this far other than myself, I'll have a trade recap uploaded hopefully tomorrow morning or tonight, because I did take a trade this morning towards Asia low, which not retraced on me, but it flipped, and it was a great trade. I don't regret taking it at all. Unfortunately, didn't go our way. I didn't get BE because I pulled out because it was chopping up way more than it should have, because how close we were at the draw. So I did secure like $300, so I still need like $2,000 more to pass this eval. But yeah, I'm excited for my future in trading, and we'll see how I develop over this next month or two. And hopefully December gives us some more setups, because I'm trying to pass this account. And another thing, I got billed from Top Step for an ineligible account. I didn't know it was a thing, so I'm trying to get that refunded. But Top Step support is just kind of busting my balls, but we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, if my profitable self ever looks back on this video, thank you for following your rules and proving to yourself this can work out. Oh my gosh. Proving to yourself this can work out. Because right now, money-wise, I got this new car and all that. Not that I can't afford it, but it makes my pockets a little tight. And it makes me less able to do the things I love to do, like skiing, which is pretty expensive, and just, going places with my friends and treating my girlfriend and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna end it off there. Peace out.